Allahu Akbar. Big up more fire. Hope so we don't get any more transmission difficulties them. Good morning, Tona. Good morning, Salone. Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana, all me West African countries there. Take going out the Middle East, at the US, because we get so many Americans now. They waka go to Mecca. They waka go to Mecca. They need to go cleanse themselves. They need to go cleanse themselves. You know, let Allah guide we. This topic is very serious. This topic is a topic for play with. So I don't care, you know, for try for create a joke. I don't care for big fool you or mislead you. But I don't care for try for guide you. As much as I try for guide my own soul, I can't for try for guide you. It depends whether you want to buy what's at the market give you. Because at the end of the day, now concepts them, we they disseminate. Since ancient, it's all about concepts. Now concepts them, don't they rule we. Why make them concepts they are necessary? Before we start. Or before I hit other things them. Why make una think say religion necessary? Why? Again. For put things there in order. So man not going to become lost. So people are not going to become lawless. You know? Too much chaos. People are not going to think again. All man go just take the law to your hand. Kill. Destroy. Not even to think about hell or heaven. So there be need for create some type of, you know, a group we're going to help for rehabilitate and guide society. I believe, say, now that's make religion come about. Me personally, now that's I believe. Now that's make religion come about. But make sure, say, society not become lost, doomed, corrupt, turn to killers, still, you know. But anyway, before we hit the topic proper, I want to say one thing we know for Fempalava. It will be the smallest thing at this war. We don't offend them Palava. But then back, they can go to people in space. And I anch them. No offend anch in Palava. Yeah? Where you say anch them, they left them. Now go kill oneself. Where she begin kill 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Alex say they get census them. They get census them for no say, this person name they kill we. So anyone where me top you, they want me. You go to wonder why make answer the bet. You can all let me they want me. Because every day myself they want them. And the battle list. Another quick one. The champions they one poor list there. They one poor the boy in face. Yeah? I mean need for take a small nap yesterday in the evening. Champions there, one champ the man in face. You know, they calculate small at the hand. But then forget saying I mean the real champ. You know, and making care go champions there and people in rooms them. So tell them, say, next time, make them back away because I don't work for you. Champion not go stop the man. You know, man a born champ. You know. Anyway, the last one for the jokes then before we start this. It don't fly back. It don't fly back, yeah, it don't fly back. But anyway, this now US and African Summit. They invite all the African leaders them for go inside the US. Biden want to talk to them. They want to talk to him about them. He want last stop for Bobo President Simbo. He want to talk to him man them. You know? So he invites all. But few countries and they will not invite. Few countries and they will not invite too. Any country will say military coup take place. John Saturday. They must not say that country they not go for this summit. And them will not say Guinea not go for this summit. And I know they continue this business, yeah. Now, let's start for hits and nails them. One thing I want to prescribe and put in your head, and this now what's in science say, let's get serious now, because I want to make loan land. If you get pen and paper, you know, hold on. Go to take note. Go to take note if it's necessary. One thing science say, science and religion, before I start this, I want to say, now two entities in this. We don't they mislead we don't they fool we don't they confuse we. And they still they think of ways them for the upcoming future. How for continue for lead and full mankind. Also for guide mind also. For guide we. Well, in those days, religion come about because governments are not be there. Well, now governments there will get structures in place. We get the police, the military. So I don't think people then will go mad. I don't think people then will go mad. But in those days, now be the church. The church and they run things. So let me continue. Now, what's in science talk? They say, me and you, we not exist. I want to start and so. Somebody tell you, say, today, all what you do, so what's able to, you not really did it. That sleep where you sleep na net, you not really sleep. That food where they eat, not to eat, they eat. You really know they exist. If somebody tell you that word, how you they feel? Say you really know they exist. You go say, come on, bro, they exist because they touch something, I feel them. You know? Or somebody knock me, I feel the pain. So you feel the experience, all them things there. So you go deny the person. But again, when you think further, with knowledge and wisdom, or with religion, you go begin to say, well, maybe, yes. Especially when we talk about, they talk about the spiritual. You go begin to say, maybe, yes. Well, let me continue because science tells me beaucoup things them. Science say humans don't exist. So now my own question, why make you for worry for become successful? If you know they exist. Why make you for worry for build 10 hosts them? If you know they exist. Why make you they worry for be rich? If you know they exist. Because all this, no they exist. And for nothing. All what they do. All this sweat, all this sufferness, what they do for achieve, or you think it's not a competition, or there's a race, not for nothing. Because at the end of the day, you know they exist. Now let me continue. Science also tell we say, we the humans there, we still evolve. Evolve means we still go around. We still in the process. Inside the black hole. Last week, a few days ago, I discussed about this black hole. They say we still there inside this black hole. And when I don't say the black hole are turbulence. Now force system. The gravity very high. Gravity will make yourself not able to face. It destroy instant. They say we there inside this black hole. Let me make now you understand. Now like oil, you go buy engine oil. The engine oil, now you have the motor money. Then you turn the engine oil inside the engine. Then the engine don't start, they run. Then the oil, you got to make sure say the engine not stiff. So it tell us say we not the oil, we still the run. But we not exist. But we don't feel like so they exist, but we don't exist. Now what's in science talk? I want to make you now listen clearly. Today we go learn something, and I go take me time for pass on this information. The impossibilities them can be possible, or the possibilities them can become impossible. With science, there's no yes or no. There's no right or wrong. Let me continue. Now, before we continue again about other aspects, I want to refresh my minds them. I be talk last week say metal will meet in this world. The rocks them will meet in this world. And their attributes say, or the elements say, they come out from space, the sun. Or now the gods them pour the elements say, now this earth, the gods them. We got to go back into religious, what's in religion talk. Then we go understand how angels then fall. I want to make sure we not get a clear picture, a vivid picture before I hit the point system. So we meet metal and rocks in this world. So what's not me they try to say? And no matter how man advance, you go ever reach close to the sun, because no matter how much creative we can become, any metal will go close to the sun, they melt. It's not possible for the man able to infiltrate through the sun. So metal not ever able to reach now the sun because now the God saying give we metal. I hope so now they understand. The rocks them. Purpose. We're going to know why. If them rocks they get life or not. If them rocks they gets meaning or not. You know? So all metal, they get melt. So what's in that they try to tell you? The day one day eruption going to take place. The day one day the world going to come about for end. Or the God saying ready for pour more, heat or whatsoever down this earth for make sure say, all things starts back afresh. All what we don't create, get for just melt again. Then the new people that we go for come back, they go for start back for create. Just like what they find now, all the minerals there, gold, diamond, bauxite, all them things there. Maybe they be done there before. Maybe people that be done create different things there with their objects there. But the gods there destroy, conquer all things. Man starts back afresh. Concepts now the given. Lower they continue. For a greater evolution. Now, what again science tell we? They say dinosaurs them that then first rule this earth. Dinosaurs. Before we go to religious aspects them or pointers them. Now we talk first about science. They say dinosaurs them that then rule this world. They exist for about 165 million years. Maybe the thing that can confuse me about science. Now, whose technology then gets about for able to determine, say, this now 165 years. Man will just begin exist today. We're able to determine things them we don't exist millions and millions of years ago. This the conflict me. And this can tell me say science, now beaucoup guess the NEPA. Beaucoup guess. You not get any factual evidence, but beaucoup guess say, then get something way come close to facts them. But now we'll continue. Then say dinosaurs then they rule this world for about 165 million years before man ever came into existence. The first mortal man, they say he emerged inside Africa. 2 million years ago, long before the modern humans known as the Homo sapiens. Now let we understand that before we go to the next. The first mortal man we didn't find, or we didn't discover, or the skeletons that we didn't discover. They say now inside Africa, 2 million years ago. Now that science they tell we. They say before we this modern day people them start to exist, we then call it Homo sapiens. Well, the Homo sapiens them are not too different from what we call the chimps them. That babu, now make somebody tell you in a monkey, no vex so. We all get the same genes them. Somebody tells you in a gorilla, no vex so. We all get almost the same attributes them. So, the first humans them, none look like we. Now that's science they try to tell you. The first humans that will ever exist, they look like gorilla them. Because they don't be the smap straight. They be the bend for waka. The first mortal man them, they totally look like babu them. But what's in science talk? What's in the talk? Evolve. Evolve deals with mutation. Something that can mutate, develop to another species, but some species then can also evolve. That means you change, the patterns and they change. Maybe you will become a small mortal man, then you become tall, small mortal man, you become bigger, small mortal. Something begin change. I'll post something on my page for you to see how mortal man evolve. I'm not going to explain them perfectly as I go. So when I check the page and I will see the picture. Some pictorial evidence what I posted yesterday. So mortal man evolve, they begin to change, the patterns they begin to change. Scientists, waiting out, then state, they still don't know exactly when or how the first human they evolved. Then show you a picture. They say this is the first Mortaman way starts for evolve. But stand back, can state that they don't know when the first Mortaman begin for evolve. So that means who them begin guess? Now just guess. They don't really know the start, the intotals, the genesis. Then just begin guess and say maybe now how we start. Now this I make you understand about science. Science is all about postulation system, assumption system. Say it comes to reality. A bunch of assumption system. Now let we continue. So again, let we start. They're the first human again, the Homo sapiens them, but with other books them. With other books them. What they want to teach you now about man in upcoming. They call them one they are the Homo habilis with the Habilis. The Homo habilis or habilis, whatsoever way you can pronounce it. That one they are, that'll be the first Mortaman. We call it the handyman them. Because then they use rocks them as tools. Now stones and they use as tools. They use stones as knives for whatsoever, for hunt, for fetch, for kill, or whatsoever. You know, the one that be handyman them. You know, the Homo habilis. They say they live for about 2.4 million years ago. Or maybe 1.4 million years ago. Science always the guess. Science not going to ever come and tell you directly say, nah so. You can say 2.4 million years ago or maybe 1.4 million years ago. So for some of you who really believe in science, take time. Science only help we with medicines them, but if you want to take science to another further level, you're not going to take time. So let me continue. So then first Mortaman here, then be there at the east and the southern parts of Africa. Then first monkey there, because that's what we want to put on. Then first monkey or babu or gorilla there. We evolved till we can look like how we look like today. Mortaman. It starts inside Africa. Then call them also, other books, then call them on there, the Ardic with the A-R-D-I. But the full name is the Ardipithecus. The Ardipithecus. Ardipithecus. That's how you pronounce. Ardipithecus. Excuse me pronunciation earlier. The Ardic or the Ardipithecus. You know? And then one day they live around this Ethiopia area. The east and the southern parts of Africa. You know? They find their skeletons them. They find the skeletons them. But again, me, me, or you know, so something can touch me where science can say they one they are now 1 point something million years old. How you know that? How would I know that? Who's machine will able to tell you that? But when I don't continue, then the second classified Mortaman, you know, the second classified Mortaman, they call them the Rudolfensis with the Rudolfensis. Excuse me. The talk on the streets me much. Rudolfensis with the Rudolfensis. Also, they Mortaman they are, or them monkey they are. I don't understand. Or them babu they are, or them apes they are. They live also at the east part of Africa. The second, you know, Mortaman they will evolve. The first one they don't start. The second one they don't evolve. The one they also live inside Africa. 1.9 million years or maybe 1.8 million years ago. You know? And the name came from a discovery in East Kenya. This name here, Rudolfensis, it comes out from Kenya. You know, a discovery. You know, when they end up for discover certain maybe skeletons there as well, you know. So they name that area there, or they give the name, you know. So there were ancients there. There were ancients there. Rudolfensis, if I pronounce that right. Pardon me. Then the third one them, we get the Atlanteus. The Atlanteus also, they call them the Atlanteus. But other books say no, that the Homo erectus. Other books they say no. They say this are the Homo erectus. Why make them call them Homo erectus? Because we them much man and now we don't map straight. We not they bend again. We not they bend again like babu them. You know? They make if they laugh at Sababu, take somebody they laugh for, because I see you back be used for the. You know? That evolve the more we evolve. What's in science talk? And me not to believe in science. You know? Because I believe in Allah. But we'll get to that. You know? So they call them the Homo erectus. Them. This are the upright man. The Mawit map straight. Mawit map straight. And then when they also, they come out, or then they, now the southern parts of Africa. The southern parts of Africa to the modern day China. So they're Homo erectus there. So we start first. We start Homo habilis to Rodolphus to Homo erectus. So then three Homo whatsoever they are, they live around Africa and migrate go around China. So I make few months ago while they discuss say the two oldest people there we don't live in this world, now the African man and the Chinese man, but we don't know they understand. But let they go, let they push go forward small. Let they push go forward small. So then people that they live inside China, they go to Indonesia, you know, about 1.89 million years ago. When I this time conflict me now with science. When I blunt say 1.2, 1.5, now we don't go to 1.89 million years ago. Science again for you. Then they do another calculation, 110,000 years ago. Science again for you. They no one make let you learn nothing. They want confuse you in the media. They want confuse you with every research where they conduct possible. So you don't ever know the truth. They make task mostly scant today for align some of them truth there. You know? Now let me continue. What's in history again go tell you? Well now, history don't tell you say, there are skeletons there or then discoveries there. Now Africa, then discover then skeletons there. Well one day history go change all them concepts here. Then go tell you say, life starts, and then Australia parts them, or in the Americans. One day go come, they go tell you say, life really starts overseas, not to Africa. One day go come. So they don't start already with this concept here. They don't change the name to the Australopithecus. Excuse me pronunciation. This is a long word. Australopithecus. You know, they say the Australopithecus, this is not a group of people them were related to the modern human beings. Australopithecus. This is not people them were related to modern humans them. People them were related to modern humans them. Australopithecus. Now let me continue. Well, this Australopithecus, it also aligned with Lucy. Some of you now don't confused by now. What side tells me to try for good? This Australopithecus also aligned with Lucy. Would I know Lucy? Lucy. Well, Lucy, now be the first skeleton would ever found now the world. You know, Lucy. Lucy, now be the original first skeleton would have found at the world. We dated about 3.2 million years ago. And then discovered this Lucy species around 1974 inside Ethiopia. So again, life they try to tell you, see, or science they try to tell you, see, all them discoveries there, really, whether na baboon now, na chimpanzee now, na mortaman now, life really starts to exist inside Africa. East, South, Togo, China, Indonesia, life starts around this area. You know, that's science they try to tell we. And Lucy, that'll be the first skeleton. What they find out? Well, I want to make you remember this name here, Lucy. Because Lucy gave for lead we to Lucifer. Lucy gave for lead we to Lucifer. Now let me continue. It says so 200,000 years. Well, much a man and they evolve from their most likely recent common ancientors them. So from that chimpanzee or that monkey who starts to evolve, we'll begin to change patterns. Or we begin to mutate, because that's what they want to use. we begin to mutate. What something they mutate, it change. It form to something different. You know? So we begin to mutate, or we begin to evolve from monkey till we become Homo erectus them. Homo erectus them. Homo erectus them. Now, let me continue. Let me continue. What thing now they go on? What this world, or this part of this world, Africa, Tego, Middle East, what conquerors them begin to conquer? The first major conquerors them will really stand out. That'll be the Samaritans them. The Samaritans them. The Samaritans then conquer the world. They rule the world. You know, after they don't conquer, well, you know, to say the Akkadians they come, then back conquer. Well, now wouldn't that be the Samaritans them? The white man do all thing again for lost history. Anything what he knows maybe bend or go inside small, they broke the nose. So you not going to believe say, or you know say, now you come in black man, then they be create. You know? But the Samaritans them, I be blacks them. I be blacks them. So what's in this they try to tell you? In those days, the blacks can be so powerful that if you not be get with color, you not fit. Like right now, all man effects for be white. All man want look light. You know? Because then things say that the most powerful race. Well, in those days, if you're not black like we, you're not fit. You're not fit. Would they match you out? Would they migrate you go to another place? Because the more blacker you are, the more powerful you are. You know? In those days, in those ancient days. So the Samaritans then conquer the world. They also conquer the Akkadians them. The lighter race. The Akkadians then still be the existence in the. You know, the Samaritans then conquer and rule the world. So, let the white man not fool you say, now they know more. The white man's map today, they all belong to the Akkadians them. You know, we the blacks then, we belong to the Samaritans them. You know? Now let me continue. So, all this civilization, what's in our history or science back to tell we? Well, now we can think say without advance. Well, now we can think say without advance. Early civilization, early civilization, no, they say they be more advanced past me and you today. Today we make plane for fly go overseas. We don't know what's in the one that they get. They say they be more advanced past we. People that where they live before we be more advanced past we. Now that science they try to tell you. What you think, say no more, now we don't come, now we don't change the world, now we dey run the world, all what you will see, so now we force. You lie by yourself. You lie by yourself, yeah? Because people in there, before most of mankind, when I really say dinosaurs they rule the world for how many years? Billions and billions and years, you know, 165 millions and years ago, before most of man come. Before most of man come. So again, people them, we live before we, they be more advanced past we. Maybe they don't find way for going to space. Because we the bluff say we don't go to the moon. But we not really enter inside the moon yet too. Now the corner parts of the moon, now they will church. We not even go inside the moon itself. You know, but science paper full research they say, we don't go in depth inside the moon. Palai. At the outskirts of the moon, the corner, the edge of the moon, and they man don't church. Man not able to go no side further than that. But let me continue. We go learn something today. What SARS must listen down? We must learn. We must learn. We must learn. You know? So, now we begin to think, if people them will live before we, be way advanced, what's with them? What's with them? Maybe they don't go to Jupiter. Maybe they don't go to other planet. Maybe they don't fair way for going to other planet. We don't know. For balance what's in. I don't understand. No. You know? But I will tell you now, why make all this make sense? Why make all this make sense? Man come, we there on earth, but take the man the tower for go up. Then first we can down, but with the tower for go up, take it. The tower number for go up. Every day man they sleep, man they dream, now for what's in there up. Maybe you know the thinker. But people in the way advanced past you the thinker. What's in there up? Let me continue. Or maybe waiting the under. Waiting the under. Waiting the under. So now, we don't talk small of science. How much am I evolved? Because we're not able to give, I'm not able to give a description to them of the whole history about science. The evolve, how much am I involved till we come about. You know? But these are just the basic points as them. But let you get the picture. But let you get the picture. Now, Lord, we church religion. Lord, we enter inside religion. Lord, we enter inside religion. Then we're going to begin to make sense. The fall of angels. The fall of angels. Since we don't talk of science. Science don't tell we say, you know, we not come out from heaven, oh. Science not believe in God, oh. Science say, mortal man just starts to exist. Science, now first tell we say we not exist. All of a sudden, until we say we begin to exist, then we begin to evolve. Science, now to religion. The fall of angels. How the angels then fall? How the angels then fall? Or how mortal man fall? Now we start with Lucifer. We all know we don't know Lucifer. Lucifer, now in Satan. Now in the devil, what they say, now in the corrupt mankind. Well, Lucifer, now be the first name what Satan beget. Also, now the angel in the Hebrew Bible. Lucifer now an angel in the Hebrew Bible. And this Lucifer, it fell down from heaven because, well, he began to jealous. Now in bra, he began to jealous. Lucifer. They say Lucifer now be the most beautiful angel what Allah create. The most beautiful angel. The most powerful angel what Allah also created. You know? But again, Lucifer not be content. If he wants the powers then what Allah get. Lucifer be want become Allah. So what happened? Lucifer a rebel against Allah. A rebel. And this rebellion, not so Lucifer no more rebel. Lucifer they get other angels then with him. When they come together for fights at the heavens them. For try for conquer Allah or the gods them. Well, you know, so Jaman and they were strong past Lucifer. Lucifer forgets in Allah and get the power. So Allah just maneuver, he pass the power to another angel, they conquer Lucifer and bash him out to hell or to earth. That's how I put that story there. You know, all Lucifer don't galvanize in team for go fight against, you know, the gods them. The gods and just mash them up quickly. No, not waste time for tango. They just mash them up and send them down. Send them down. So Lucifer now be the first angel where they send down to earth. Where they send down to earth. Okay, fall from heaven. So this Lucifer, I don't transform now to Satan. Don't transform now to Satan. A guy will get beaucoup pride. In pride, it be too beaucoup. The book of Revelation, they tell you, say, 1/3 of God angels there fall with Lucifer. The book of Revelation. You know, it says 1/3 of God angel left. So if I get 3 apples, you pull 1. That means now 2 don't left with me. You know, 1/3 of God angels them, they follow Lucifer. I must not say Lucifer be powerful. You know, angel and they waiting at the heavens there. It's like say they're not one in heaven anymore. They be don't tire with heaven. They say, Lucifer, where they follow you? Where they go? Where they buck? Where they rebel? Let we go. We don't tire. We don't tire for be holy. So, then bash them, then come down. Allah bash them to earth. You know, 200 angels them. These are the methodologies them, what the Bible prescribed to it. You know, 200 angels then conspire. You know, then when they come to earth, what's now religion talk? What's in religion talk? What's in the Bible talk? What's in the Hebrew Bible talk before we begin to talk of other Bibles so we can before this Hebrew Bible here. Then say the angels say, what they can do? What's in they do? They begin for share knowledge with man. With man. They begin for share knowledge with man. Well, the angel, before they begin share knowledge with man, they see something with them like and bet spa. Now the woman, The woman there, what Allah create. Then see the woman there, then bet by the woman there, then let the woman there, then back one can fornicate. Then one can join with by the fornication. Now that happened. So when they can't join with by the fornication, then begin to tell them what man they are, all the secrets them, or some of the secrets them, where they inside heaven. Where they inside heaven. And enough of you don't do that there. You know, then begin to mate with them female there. So when they begin to mate with them woman there, the angels then they sleep with the woman there. The woman there begin to born picking them. Well, the picking them with them they born, then picking there, they end up for look like giants them, baby giants them. Angel and mortal man born picking and turn to giant. What's in? Some Bibles can tell we, but we'll get to that. Turn to giant. But then giants say, they be fearful. Because they not be divine. Allah in blessing not be there for them. So what's then giants say begin do? Well, they begin destroy all things. They begin eat every animal still. All the animals still. Think I would don't eat all the animals, all the mammals still. Begin eat mortal man. What the mortal man is not enough for them, they begin eat themselves. And when I know say that's forbidden, we can't with biblical truth. Because the gods say, man not for taste blood. If you divine, if you're holy, or you not be an angel, we belong to the divine, you know, to the gods them, blood not for enter you must. But when I send the angels say, na earth, and enter the man not be that eats blood or taste blood, man be so divine and pure, well, the corruption make, you know, man begin taste blood. Violence begin start. Man, the eyes are open. But Lord, we get to that. You know, so then creatures are then giants here, they begin to eat mortal man. That means they don't begin to taste human blood. And to me, or to this scripture, you see that be the first sin that they were committed. You see that be the first sin that they were committed. Other Bible or other scriptures they say the first sin we committed, not to Adam and Eve, but now Lucifer, we commits now heaven. Because he rebelled against Allah. Lucifer commits to heaven. So there be need for punishment. In punishment, then send a can na earth. You know? Well, that be the first sin on it. Well, again, another scriptures until we say the first sin, and then giants say, we taste mortal man blood. Then giants say, we taste mortal man blood. Now make I tell when I say, two entities and the way they confuse me in this world, religious groups them, and science. But now we continue. You know, so this concept, again, what then talk say, then giants say, begin to eat mortal man, say they begin to eat themselves. This concept become rejected by the contemporary religious groups them. They reject this concept. They say, no, we no longer they work out this concept or this idea. It don't make any more sense. It don't make any more sense. Try they will be used for believing this idea, but it don't make any more sense because it's too demonic. It's too demonic. You know, how we able to change people's lives? If we begin to tell people and say the angels send and fall from heaven and come to earth, then they begin to mate with the woman then they begin to born picking the picking turn to giants, then giants begin to eat all things. Eat and destroy all things. You know? They reject this concept. Very demonic. Now, let me continue. Angel fall after community sin is a grievous sin. So again, where an angel meets, the concept now what they try for build, you know, since what they reject that concept there, so we're on contemporary time, then send out Adam and Eve and then commits the first sin. Well, we don't question now, why make Allah push Lucifer for kind of earth? Why? If now Adam and Eve first commit sin, why make Lucifer then drive him? Why make them drive Satan? And this is what I understand. The religious groups say how they mislead we. Why understanding things there? So now we continue. They say all angels them, then He creates them sinless. All angels them, Allah creates them sinless. Give them free will for do what they want. You know, He give them free will for do what they want. And what's not free will? Allah give you free will for go commit. If you want to commit, if you want to not commit. You know? Allah don't want to control you. Allah want to give you the chance to make a positive decision on your own. That's how we talk of free will. Well, then give the angel there free will. What's happen? They say, well, Papa God, thank you for giving me this free will. Well, now we don't see much time the way you make. What we like, we want to go down yonder. Now down yonder we want to go. We're not too worried again about what's in the up here. And don't forget to say, what the angels say me they up yonder, they not be they feel hungry. They not be they feel thirsty. Because they're divine. All things fulfill about them. All things about them be fulfilled. But woe Allah bash them out and kind of earth, well, man go for labor. Or the angels say go for fenam. They go for fenam, they go for fen for survive. I hope say they make sense because I open when I touch them. You know, they go for survive. So when I allow me continue again, so when they rebel and can down, they go for fen for survive. So the punishments be there what Allah puts for the angels there. There'll be 3 different punishments or consequences them. 3 different consequences them. The first one, the first consequence for the angels there will be they rebel, or maybe they're still a rebel and the heavens them, because we don't know if they're still about up there or not. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. You know? Allah, it gets one the first way it puts under temporary confinement. Temporary confinement. Inside hell. Some there, now inside hell no more they go lock them. Put them inside hell. Boop. You don't know what I have force. But they think now you just go to think no more hell. You know? Some there are punishments Sandy. But you read the word over they use. What's in a religious group they are used? They say temporary confinement. Or not say permanent confinement. So people that can commit, but Allah just they punish no more temporarily. You know, after a while, he exercise back, he say, okay, when I come back. Now what's in the group say talk? The second one, they say internal imprisonment. Internal imprisonment and torment. That means internally, a continuous process. You know, imprisonment and torment. Well, inside these other parts of hell, they go torment you life later, but you not go die. Let's say if you call die can to you 100 times, die no one can hear you safe. You know, die just want to make sure you continue to fulfill the pain with the experience. They go torment you life and soul tell you against. You know, now the other parts of hell, Andy. Then the third part of hell, now listen to this so. The third part of hell, now who's with this so? Now earth, the third part of hell, you know, Allah he let some of the angels they are loose now earth, may they continue to sin, you know, maybe one of them go learn, may they just continue for the go and get lost. Some they not be one punish them. The only punishment Allah be one give them, Lord puts them down there and forgets about them, because them one they are, I don't know again what for do with them. I don't know again what thing for do with it. Now this Allah they try for tell me now. Or what's in the biblical, you know, scriptures and they try for tell me. You know? 3 places there for punishment. The last one, now earth. Now earth. You know? So we still in here on earth. You know? And the angels say they are back with 3. So when they be up, they be pure. Now when they don't come down, they're not pure anymore longer again, you know. I make you understand this. When they up, they not be they feel hunger. When they don't come down, they feel what's now hunger. They need for eat. Etc. So this don't show you say they not be pure anymore. Anything will come up, for don't come down, not pure anymore. So what's in also that they try to tell me and you is that me and you today we're not pure it. We're not pure enough for live with the gods them. Or for go up in the heavens. But I know we continue. We will get there. For starts the episode, not even rough and tough. But we will get there. So then fallen angels there or demons them. With all the informations there. Now I want to ask you a question again. And I question, let me say pick up. I want to ask you again. Then fallen angels say, you go consider them demons them or spiritual angels them. Now a question for you think of. If you be holy where you dey up, then you don't commit, you don't become sinful, then them bash you can down. You holy again? Or you know a demon. You don't become a demon, or you don't become, spiritually holy. Well, me go tell you, say the angels they are, they're not holy anymore or any longer. The moment when they come to earth, they don't become demons them. Because they rebel against the gods them. We say everything we pure, they exist. They can't join me per sin. So they can't join we per demonic acts them. Now that's happened. They can't join me per demonic acts them. Well, now let me continue. So then demons they are fallen angels. Would I go accept that truth today or that fact today? Then demons they are what we get now this earth where they live around we. Or if Satan they live around we right now. Now once a fallen angel, you go accept that truth there? So man go say no. So man go say all them fallen angels then will come up from heaven, not to demons them. Well, you better believe say anything will Allah bash away from the heavens and it comes to earth, you don't become demonic. You don't become demonic. And demonic means evil. Evil means you're part of sin. You're part of sin. So now we continue now. The book of Enoch. The book of Enoch, the first Enoch. And this now a book where come before the Bible. A book where come before then we recent or contemporary Bible say I will get before Jude come about. The book of Enoch. Before you hear about Jesus Christ. Well, the first famous guy what the world be know about before we ever they exist, that be Enoch. Or maybe one of the first Bibles them, that be Enoch. But there were contemporary religious groups there. They don't try to obliterate or X out this Enoch book because they say, in gospel, it's not real. Because it talks of giants them. And this book of Enoch, we say it come out. For let you know say, the truth or history not go lie to you. It come out at this part of Africa, Ethiopia. We say them fan Lucy. We say them fan Lucy. Now this book of Enoch come out, Ethiopia. So now make way come to Christianity. The oldest people there, we don't they practice Christianity. Now the Ethiopians them. Not so the white people them. Now the Ethiopians them. We the Africans them. Now we start this Christianity and Muslim business. Then just come and copy and carry go. And that's happened. So when we talk of the book of Enoch, just think of Ethiopia. Or we the blacks them. And to me, if this book here exists inside Ethiopia, and these prophets what they talk of Enoch, they exist in eternity. So this don't show we or tell we say Enoch now be also a black man. A blacker man. A black man. So let me continue. Let me make sure say I put these concepts properly. The book of Enoch, it has become disturbing to religious groups them. Listen to this now. The book of Enoch has become disturbing to religious groups them. The concept of angel and man having sexual relation. The concept of angel and man having sexual relation. So then we Bible layer gets now. They want to dismiss that concept today. But we Bible then gets the idea from the book of Enoch and other books them. And what's that religion really start or Christianity now inside Ethiopia. So how you go X away something? Well, now if now something starts, then you can't learn from me. Then you want to go X out what you learn from me. What in that make you? What in that make you? It don't make any sense, right? It don't make any sense. The first Bible will entail or give you complete details them about prophets them, about the divine attributes them, or the angels them, or things them will exist before we. Enoch. And now with contemporary time, with religious groups and they say no, we don't want to listen to Enoch anymore because Enoch, then concept in it's too demonic. But what's in the inside Enoch? That be the truth. That be the truth to them people in there. During that time there. During that time there. Now we continue. But this not become disturbing to beyond contemporary, religious groups them. Because angels them not for have sex with man. That's not a bad concept. Angel not for have sex with man. Not a bad concept. So the book of Enoch, what's happened? The book of Enoch, it explains, say, what the angels they are, be they sleep with the woman they are, where automatically the gods them, then place curse on the woman there. The woman in back begin to pull feather them and then face. And then body them. Then begin to evolve or begin to transform or mutate. The woman they transform to birds. Because they never don't sleep with angels them. Now the curse and what Allah puts for them. The woman they transform to birds them. Because and they also give birth and then picking their turn to giants. Then giants say, it's almost all thing, and the sin just continue. Now that's the book of Enoch we they preach about. Before, Revelation come about, all the other, books them come about with their own testimonies them, but Enoch starts for giving revelations them. Now, let me continue. I don't state this earlier, say, the first sin not come out from Adam and Eve. And we say, if you're not possible to believe in concepts, or you're not possible to think, if they tell you, say, they bash somebody away from heaven to earth because then they commit, and they tell you, say again, Adam and Eve, Satan go tempt them and make them eat the apple, we commit. You make your own decision. You go learn. Who that first commit? Who that first commit? The Bible, it mentioned Enoch. One time, only once. Because they say Enoch not too relevant. They're not too relevant. They mention this man here, one time. And they say Enoch, a worker with God faithfully. Or if they work for God faithfully. A work with God, then it be no more. God take him, he rise and go to heaven. Now, be the first mortal man wouldn't say arise, go to heaven. Before Christ, so, we only know about Jesus Christ. We know sin of Christ and arise, go to heaven. Well, let me kill Christ before he rise. Well, if Christ back be rise, only Allah know. But Enoch, now him first can say arise, go to the heavens. Because he be the worker faithfully with Allah. But the Bible only mentions one time. Only one time. So Enoch go heaven. He go see the heavens there. He come back. He give testimonies there. Then, as time progress, he finally go. After Enoch, the second person where rise go to heaven, are the prophet Elijah. As the Bible states, because I don't see it. After Enoch, the second prophet will rise go to heaven. Now prophet Elijah. There, that ain't rise go to heaven. In back, they work out correct with Allah. They work out correct with Allah. And not be there with Lucifer. And not be like Lucifer. Lucifer ain't get all thing. It still not be happy. One can fornicate. Man in the feds for go up, so man in the feds for come down. Then the third person that we make can go heaven, where rise go heaven. Now Jesus Christ. He make can go heaven. We know about that. It's all over the Bible. All over. The Ethiopians then, the church, then believe in Enoch as the core canon. The Ethiopians them, or the Christianities inside Ethiopia, up till now, they believe in Enoch as the core canon. When I say the core canon, maybe the main weapon. Because the canon, then they use also, I'll be explaining you the canon, then they put before them Munku people there, when no one they see a gun, they say smart bar. Then fire one and then kill one all. And so they be going conquer, places them. The white man them. Then create a cannon. Also, then camera there one can see the cannon. Well, this cannon they get me but this book, Enoch, to the Ethiopians there, they say now the main book this way come to Christianity. Now the main book this way come to Christianity. Well, the Bible, they denied and the Bible then say the book of Jude. The book of Jude, now the biblical truth and now the main canon. Jude, the Bible. Jude, they say that this is not the main canon. But Ethiopians, they say a lie. All una concepts them, una taken or una tifa from we. The book of Enoch. Now, let me continue. Inside this book of Enoch, also it talk of the watchers them. And so Allah make man, Allah also send angels them for watch man them, for guide man, for be the overseer of man. All them things that they don't preach unto in a church, on a mock, so they come up. But religious groups they don't really confuse you now. They don't confuse you so much that you don't even know you get waiting for believe. They don't confuse me and you. We don't even know you get waiting for believe. But just they accept anything within to paper with. Now let me continue. So Allah creates watchers them, angels them be there also. Now what's in this book of Enoch they try to tell you? Well, then be put for watchman. Well, then watchers they are. So like say, then watch man say, then bet. Then be there for influence man, for do good, for protect man, also for inspire the world leaders them. Then watchers they are. Then good angels they are. That's what one put on. Allah put good angels then for watch we. Also for even inspire or direct them we world leaders them for do good. Or for lead people them. Watchers then they. But the book of Daniel also say, watchers he was describing were not holy ones. The book of Daniel, in back talk of watchers them. The book of Daniel talk of watchers them. But the watchers them, what in they describe, and say, not so holy one them. Not so holy one them. So the book of Enoch tell we of watchers them, when I be the holy one them, we come for oversee or for guide man. But the book of Daniel, inside we say, maybe they talk of watchers them, but not to them holy one them. So Daniel they try to say, the bad one them be there, wait also they watch mortal man them. The good angels them be there, the bad angels them there, where they watch mortal man or for mislead mortal man. Now this them books they try to tell we. Enoch they tell you say the good day. The book of Daniel they tell you say the bad day. But they're not put on in that kind of way day. Say the watchers he was describing were not holy ones. The book of Daniel. And Daniel be another prophet. So this they tell we say, them watchers they are, we can watch three, not to them all holy. Not to them all holy. We'll get some unholy ones still. So now we can say sometimes we'll get some devil there we can count to man. Devil there can count to man. Some devil there will lead you the right way. Some devil there will mislead you the wrong way. When I don't hear them talk there, some man get devil. Well, then devil there, and then angels there. The angels there will fall. But I don't continue. I don't want to confuse you. I want to make you understand. I'm not care for confuse you now. I want to make you understand. So then on only one there, then come for deceive mortal man. The Bible, Jude, giving himself over sexually, immorality, and gone after strange flesh. The unholy ones them. What's in Jude again, they try to tell me. I just read that quick for try to explain that sooner. So they're unholy ones they are. Then unholy, watchers they are. What's in Jude state? Inside Jude now, at the quotes the Bible. Jude. It say, giving themselves over sexual immoralities and gone after strange flesh. Now this the angels they are do. They give themselves to sexual immoralities. They begin to get sexual appetite. They say, me I don't want to be holy anymore. I don't ready for fornicate. Love we fornicate all the way. Go back begin a born picking there. Go back one born picking them. You know? So then begin to go after strange flesh. And the strange flesh, right now we the mortal man them. We the mortal man them. Because the flesh is different. The angels them and we the mortal man them. But the angels they are, and they not be satisfied. It's like say, they want to be with the mortal man them. Now what's in Jude talk? And the Bible. Now what in Charles Muslims talk? You know, I make with the quotes the Bible. Make with the quotes the Bible. So again, books then them. Well, me and you not even read it. The books of giants. Then they. You know, their research. Try for read. The books of giants. This go tell you say giants here don't exist. Now this world. If you think say giants don't want to exist, you lie by yourself. Giants here don't exist. Now this world. But again, religious group and science, they try for hide beaucoup truth. So man not going to become confused and lost or become tormented. So then two entities they are, religious groups them and science, always go to mash we up, which then lies them, or go to hide things them away from we. You know? So the books of giants, the book of Jubilees, the book of Jubilees also they exist. The book of Enoch, the first Enoch also they exist. Whether they exist for over 700 years, you know, before the flood or before the creation, you know, before the flood or the creation of man or whatsoever, you know, as stated, what me gets, 700 years after creation, you know, the book of Enoch, 700 years after creation, before the flood, this book will not exist. Now we continue. And they say people used to live long life. Now we worry about life. Some man they just born on today, tomorrow don't go. Some man they see 50. Some man they see 100. Where much man they say much man used to live long. Maybe they pass 500 safe. Much man not be get time. Much man be they live long. Much man be innocent. Much man not be know what's not sin. Much man be ignorant. Much man not be get any sense for do bad or for try for outsmart the other person. Much man be just peaceful. You know? Until then, demons there, you know, can begin to interact with mortal man. Until then, demons there can begin to interact with mortal man. So to me, again, now would that really, now the demons them. If we be in this world, we so holy, will not be the commit. The gods then put me in this world for live and dwell, and put the angels there for watch we, and we not be the commit. All of a sudden, the angels say, watch we say, they begin to get sexual appetite for the mates with we females there. Now would that commit? Now we must man and bow on the angels then commit. What will they pass suffer for their sins there? Whether they talk in Adam and Eve and they commit. But I know we continue. I know we continue. Me, I just want to know who that commits. I want to know who that then commits. Bing, bing. You know. So the angels, they were meant to live around people. Now that's no more Allah make them angels there for. For just no more day around them people there. You know? Now that's no more for guiding them. Now that's no more Allah make the angels there for. You know, for protect them. But however, it leads them to sin. It leads them to sin. You know? It leads them to sin. So now, let me continue. Chapter 6, I want to read something where it comes out from Enoch. You know? Where it comes out from Enoch, also from Genesis, also it inside Jubilees, and I believe it inside the books of giants. So, per 4 books, them, this same message entails it did it, and printed it. So, per all of them 4 books there, maybe they confuse we, but one great message will remain the same. Now, I want to read to una. It stated that, and it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angel, the children of the heavens, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and begat us children. Now Allah puts this now par Creole. This, they part the same book, stand chapter 6, the book of the Watchers, the Genesis, the book of Jubilees, and the Giants. It can't so pass that the Pekinim, what Allah don't create, puts in this world, then begin to multiply, then begin to born beautiful daughters them. Beautiful daughters them. Comely daughters them. The word comely means peaceful daughters them. So what's happened? The angels they are, the Pekinim from the heavens them. Now that's the Bible states, and that's this quotation states. Say, and the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted. Then see with them what someone they are, and they become lusted, become tempted. And then get out among themselves and then talk to themselves. Well, we don't see this. Well, now we all come together. Let me get one word. Let me go down yonder. Let me go choose the woman there as wives them for ourselves. And let me begin born with them. So if the Bible they reject the book of Enoch, now let me understand the truth. The Bible they reject the biblical message from the book of Enoch, and they give a different revelation, including Jude. Well, chapter 6, where they inside the Genesis, the book of the Watchers, the Jubilees, the Giants, emphasize the same thing, say, the angels they are become lusted over man. Now man they follow, at this time heart to the sin. If you not be follow man, I don't think so, we forbid they commit by now. Because man not be born any giant. Then giants say, not forbid they eat them mammals, say, or eat more money, say they eat themselves. I hope so now they get the point. So the Bible they rejects the truth, but at the end of the day, them back, states almost the same thing. That's then the angels they are, they be the made or they be the lack, much money. They be attracted to much money. Now, let me continue. And then tell themselves, say, we not let we commit. Then come together. Not to one angel say, la commit to. Almost all the watchers now. When they talk of the one that now within heaven, the watchers now Allah send at this world for what we demand them. The one that now we come for what we or for guide we. Then come together and they all say, but don't make one word here. Don't go choose me on left there. Don't begin born pick here. So the good one way for remain good, turn to bad. Then the bad watchers them, what they're already bad, then just the worst. So who don't now for guide mortal man? Who don't now for the watch with the mortal man? Another question. If them watchers they are all uncorrupt, if the good or the holy watchers they don't corrupt, who are they now go to watch with the mortal man or guide with the mortal man? Or inspire the world leaders them for do good? We will not get again, no. We will not get again. Person say we'll get a light by you. So now they say the first angel will become tempted per man. In name, now you can't. Well, now you make Acon in name, they go big so. You can't be the first angel. Maybe I believe say, now aim put all the other angels them together. They say, but no rebel, no rebel. Na mina the bra. No rebel. No angel yourself. You can't be that angel. We put man and man together for rebel. So Acon, I'm making him to go far. Where soon I see Cosmos him to go far, not for nothing, Cosmos are the universe. Cosmos are the man where they exist at the earth. But I know we continue. Now to me views them. So since we don't talk of science small, we don't talk of religious aspects in small. Science tell you how me and you start. Religion also don't tell we how me and you start and what's in lead we to sin. Now, like giving my own views then quick. I go start for say Allah is great. Allah is great. The gods then great. If I make I say the gods then great, man no go ever understand, the gods them. How man probe into things then say, how man investigates say, man no go ever understand the secrets of the gods them. Now make we no go ever be gods. The angels them, who them bash kind of this world, well, then they know small of the secrets within the heaven. But they don't know all, because them back na Allah make them. So the Congo Sawa them face count to we, and not carry go no side. And not carry go no side. No side. No side. Allah is great. So science they tell we say, more time we evolve. Not we evolve. We evolving. We go say through mutation. Religion they tell we say, now we fall to earth. Then we begin to mutate. Because what make I go and talk so, if Allah mash up the angels, say we don't commit to heaven. They don't send a kind of earth. I believe say, if me employ you, I don't turn you to me supervisor, then I can't sack you. Why I sack you, I disarm you. If I be give you power, I pull all them power that in your hand. If I be put anything special inside you, I pull them. So now the same way happen with the angels say. This is my own views now. What Allah cast the angels they are kind of this world. First let me they up, they be divine, they be holy. They get the wings, they get power, they get vision, they see all things, then they feel thirsty. But the moment where Allah bash them can down, the evolving process starts. The mutation process starts. God pull the wings for them. Now we the mortal man them. Not so angel and Allah send kandongu. Now we bend the mortal man and be there up. I make few weeks ago I start with a topic where they tell us say the elements over there inside we mortal man, it is inside the sun, then it is inside the stars them. The same elements over there inside it is inside the stars and it is inside the sun. So we be once be there above, we be there up now the sun. We be there live with the gods them. We all maybe not be angels them. But we commit, and bash we can down, the whole can down, Allah beneath for pull all we power in our hand. So there we wings them. Any power we get for see, for do anything meaningful, Allah pull out power. So now so we begin to evolve. I don't think say man evolved through apes them. Now that science tell you. Science tell you say man evolved through apes them. Well, if you believe in that, that means you don't believe in the gods them. And Taz will not ever believe in that concept still. I believe in small of science, but not so in that concept still. I believe say them bash we can down, Allah pull with powers in our hand, and while we there now on this earth, for land for do good and be good, for fend we way back na heaven, we begin to mutate. And the mutation process, now we being black, white, brown, Chinese, etc., etc. Now we on mutation process this. Now we on evolving process this as humans them. Because we're not animals them. They go consider we mammals them, but we're not animals them. We're divine in a way. Every species they evolve. The chimp they get their evolving system. Then reptiles them, then they evolve. The dinosaurs them, they evolve. But man not be the live during the ancient time than they. Maybe man be the live, or we don't even know. Because science not going to probe into that. But the reason I make science go tell you say man not be the live, because man not going to compete with dinosaurs them. Too major, too big. Too big. But what's going to compete with dinosaurs them? Maybe giants them. If man back can be giant, well, man go able to conquer dinosaurs. We will kill them. We will destroy them. So I believe say Allah creates all the elements there, and all they evolve, and we color this world because we commit, and we're part of the evolving process. And now we need for firm way for go back up. Now I make today we all the talk say we need for go heaven. And when they say heaven, what's how you they look? Now up. When I say heaven, you go look down? No. When I say for go heaven, what's how they look? Now up. So we all let our firm way for go back now heaven. We all let our firm way for go back now heaven. We go ever make an heaven? Another question. Why make we not go ever make an heaven? Well, tells me they add again in own views then. I make I tell you say where I can teach you now. Now me no more cable give now what I give now. You know? The book of Enoch say what the angels say can begin to mate with the females them, the mother man them. Then begin born picking. They begin to turn to giants. Then giants begin to eat all thing. They begin to taste blood. Well, now the sin and the old they commit today. Because what will be then in heaven will not be the taste blood. Will not be the taste blood. Will not be the eat or drink blood. The gods say they taste blood. Then too pure for blood. So the angels then come down, then bash them. They be need for survive. And they don't know how to survive. Even Paul I give them fruit, vegetables them, and not be enough for them. They be need for kill and begin to taste blood. Animal blood, human blood, etc., etc. And up till now, we all taste this blood there. We're going to make, we live inside sin. I don't know when. I don't know when, no. I don't know when. You know, but this blood, another sin, well, you know, we never continue for sin with. Now I make some religious groups in there, some of them they turn vegetarian. Some people that were really so religious, they need to eat meat because they're saying that haram. The gods don't want that. Well, now part of we sin. You know, the angels them, you know, when I know say they first begin to commit sins then they, you know. So before I tell you now what they eat blood, you know, when I don't think I'm not no more. The rocks them. They all evolve. The rocks them. Then stone them. They all evolve. They change. The trees them. They evolve. Snakes them. They all evolve. They all evolve. And the other concept, before I hit back this pointers here, since me tell you say, na Allah put we down here, na man continue for evolve, you know, to different colors them. If I tell you back another hypothetical view, that the greatest punishment someone what Allah give man, where a bash we can to earth, this are just concepts single. Where a bash we can to earth, well, all the angels them, it turns some to animal. Whether it turns some angels them to lion, some to dog, some to puss, some to cat, some, you know, it just turned more to man to different species them. So for that make you afraid today, for taste blood or eat flesh, maybe that chicken where they back every day. Now another much man they pay eat soup. Maybe that cow where they back every day. Now another much man they pay eat soup. Because the gods say we don't cost we and turn them much man there to the mammals there. Now just a concept again for you afraid for eat meat. You never know. Now I make doing with your time, or you know, people that will get power or mercy money, when I can hear it, then talk there say some man they turn to lion. Some man they change to animal. The possibilities there impossible, or the impossible can be possible. Well, let me continue. Not afraid for its chicken. I just give concepts. Now Allah know what's best. Only Allah can save we. You know, only Allah can save we. You know? So humans them all don't evolve. The giants them now all don't evolve, but the giants they don't extinct, etc., etc. Now one talk of things there where they eat each other, or things there where they taste blood. And I go and bite you say every creature what they exist or we get life in this world, they taste blood. Every creature. I don't care that gorilla or that chimp where you say, or this now just fruits and no more they eat. Not lie. Not lie. Not you know they will get life when they taste blood or eat waiting get life. Now the other sin this whole they commit say today. Maybe we're not supposed to taste blood, but today we taste blood. So maybe I don't think say Allah or the gods and whoever shouldn't face them. So we. Because what in science also tell we, what the gods say, or science and religion, what the gods say be more closer to we man, everything be close. The moon be there close to the earth. Everything be there close. You see all things close. So that's they try to say, the gods say be there so closer to the earth than any other thing. It be easy for reach to God, or talk to Allah, or talk to the angels. But just because of sin, all things don't go far, far, far apart. And it just they continue to go farther, farther apart. You know? So snake they eat snake, mortarman they eat mortarman, giants they eat, giants them, the birds them, bird they eat bird up to now. I make you believe that. Bird and they eat bird. Fish then they eat fish. Babu then they where they taste blood. I know go see babu they eat babu, but they taste blood, termite, etc., etc. You know, so every living creature they sin up till now. Maybe not at this Allah not be wants for we. You know, for taste blood. But today they practice and they enjoy blood. You know, demonic attributes them. Demonic attributes them. So if you think say you're holy, then burn you past sin. Then burn you past sin. And today they pass sin. And they continue for sin no more. So another thought we can have in mind before now we come to a closure. Another thought we can have in mind. Because some discoveries that don't take place, they say every time one more man can believe in something. Totally believe in something. Come together. Harmonize in what they believe in. The gods say they show we signs to them. The gods say they come. Well, the world we need for starts for do that. For love we start for see the gods say once more. If we go able again. You know, we need for stop for create. We need for stop for the bill. We need for stop for the worry. We need for stop for do all things when unnecessary. And start for worship again. In an absolute manner. In a holistic way. All mortal man. And no matter who say you there. Globally. If we able to create this session. Global. One grand day. All mortal man come together. For call on Allah. For praise the gods them. In a unison way. I swear to God that day they will go see the world change. We'll go see something take place in this world. We must see signs them. But we're not going to see no signs because we get so many things that we worry we. So many things that we torment we. And we worry about some foolish things today than the divine things that we create we. You know. The things that we need for faith for us, the places that we need for reach or faith for go. And we not say we sold them, go for go some side. We know that too. Person no need for tell you that. Whether a religious group be there or not, whether person be there for teach you this or not, and within you, you know say, when you die, your spirits go for go some side. You know say you're not ordinary. So no person no can tell you say you know they exist. Now they know they exist. No person no can tell you say your life not real. Now they're not real. Because the God where they worship or the God where creates their entities they exist. And we real. We real. So, when we start for worship the right way, you know, maybe we need for stop for taste blood. Maybe we need for stop for kill. Maybe the day we all go without killing each other, destroying each other, we all just in that holy way. The gods then will come, we wait one day. They must come, we wait. And discovery will not take place, I think, in North American. Inside I don't know if it be Brazil. This about in the 70s or in the 60s. People then beget this ideology or they believe say Virgin Mary they appear. So Boku people then come up from different parts of the world, they go get in one city. Boku people then go. And they all be believing this concept here. And indeed, they see a sign. Things in the way take place in the sky will not happen so. Signs and the people and see. So I make a face kind of this concept sooner. Maybe we need for stop for worry, stop for faith, and try for be calmly or peaceful as possible. You know? And stop for taste blood. So we'll go make an heaven. So we'll make an heaven. Because the gods and it waits for we. You know? So me on last thoughts now again. I wonder if the battle still take place inside the heavens them. You know, since the battle will take place on earth up to now, good against evil, you know, I wonder if the battle will take place up to now at the heavens. You know, let Allah lead we. Let Allah guide we. Let Allah help we want to understand for able to understand. We want to know the truth. Let Allah lead we to the truth. You know, may God bless you now. Now stay blessed.